Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has their weaknesses, and Gegard, I feel, is a good matchup for me. He's always had trouble with wrestlers, and he's a little bit hard to hit sometimes. He's tall, and but I feel like I'm capable of looking for those openings that are there and mixing up the fight, and putting him on the cage, putting him on his back, and making him nervous on his feet as well.
Sounds like a hard fight for him, but sometimes he doesn't show up, so to speak. He's not in A game last time, for example. How can he do that against you? You will capitalize on it right away, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the fact that he doesn't show up. It just depends on the matchup sometimes. Guys that don't play his game, he has trouble with, and obviously I'm not planning on fighting his fight. He has trouble with wrestlers that put him on his back, and he has trouble with guys that pressure him quite a bit more too. So it's just a matter of making sure that I fight my fight, not his.
Please talk to us about 10 minutes out before the fight. What you feel, what you see, how is it like it's in a film actually. Talk to us. Just like now, I'm focused on thinking about my game plan and what I'm going to do when the bell rings, and you go through different scenarios in your head, but I'm pretty much focused on my game plan and what I'm going to do to him, and I'm excited about thinking about that. 30,000 people doesn't affect your mental game? No, I mean, it's the same octagon in there, and typically there's a tough guy on the other side that's going to be trying to knock my head off. So that's what I'm focused on. I don't worry about the crowd. They don't really go in there and hold the guy down for me. I got to go out there and do that myself. So the thing that the crowd is nice for is the energy that you feel from them. It definitely helps and get you pumped up, and I'm excited about this. Yeah, of course. What's your prediction of the main event? That's a tough one to predict. It all depends on, again, who can kind of implement their style and game plan, and I think a lot of it is going to depend on Anthony Johnson and what he has for a game plan. If he fights his fight, he's got a chance to win. I think Gustafsson's had trouble with the guys that take him down, and Anthony Johnson's capable of that. But if he tries to take him down, that's one thing. And but he's dangerous on his feet too. But that's where Gustafsson wants to be, and he's dangerous and long and hard to hit. So that's why it's a tough fight and interesting fight for good fans to watch.
Dan, speaking of your fight, what do you expect from Gegard Mousasi? We know, Gegard's a pretty unpredictable guy, considering his fights in the past, and he's a guy who suffered with motivational problems. What kind of Gegard do you expect to see on Saturday night?
Well, hopefully it's the best Gegard that we've all seen. That's what's going to make for an exciting fight, and I love fighting guys when they're at their best, and typically that's what happens when guys fight me. They come very well prepared, knowing that they're going to be in a battle, and I'm excited about that. I think it's a great matchup for me, style-wise, though, and I just got to make sure that I'm out there sticking to my game plan and fighting my fight.
And without giving away too much, what is the game plan? Is it going to be, take him down, or is it going to, look for a couple of combos, that overhand right, that left hook? What are we going to see from Dan Henderson?
Yep, pretty much all of the above. I'm planning on putting him on his back, putting him against the cage. I'm planning on knocking him down. I'm planning on, throwing my right hand and left hand, and hopefully one of them knocks him out.
You fought in front of some huge crowds before, back in the Pride days. Is this event starting to remind you of your time in Pride?
It might. I think I'll feel that more when it's fight night with the fans in the seats and the energy that we'll be feeling.
On my show in Ireland, that you'd be interested possibly, if you won this fight, fighting the winner of Anderson Silva and Nick Diaz.
Yeah, I think that a rematch with Anderson Silva, not necessarily Nick Diaz, but Anderson Silva would be a fight that the fans have been asking for and wanted to see for a long time. You know, I don't know how long it's been, but 7 years maybe that fans have been wanting to see a rematch, and you know that could be a good timing and a fight that fans would want to see and would really get excited about.
Can the Dan Henderson of, you know, we saw on Strikeforce, the wins over Fade, or that great run he went on Strikeforce, can we see that Dan Henderson again, and will we see it?
Yeah, I sure hope so. You know, I feel as good as I did then, and my training camp has gone just as good or better than then, and you know, I'm at a weight that I don't have to worry about pushing around so much size with my opponent. So, you know, I feel like I'm giving myself a better chance by being at middleweight, and now it's a matter of, you know, utilizing my skills and making sure that I'm implementing my game plan.
You mentioned the weight there. Your last fight at light heavyweight, you weighed at 199. Obviously, this is at 185. You know, you have a smaller frame than a lot of the 205ers. Much better weight for you?
We'll see. Ask me that after Saturday, but you know. It's been one of those things where I didn't feel like I needed to cut weight. I didn't feel small. I usually don't feel weak or small at light heavyweight, but you know, after my last fight, I think I went back-to-back training camps without any break, and you know, it just kind of ran down my body a little bit, and you know, didn't allow me to kind of build my weight and strength back up, and yeah, I was a little small for that one. I felt it.